The title of our particular article is Muzzle of South American Pleistocene Ground Sloths, Xenarthra tardigrada. We will discuss this title and its significance in more detail on upcoming slides. On the bottom right, a depiction of Megatherium, perhaps the most recognizable of the extinct Pleistocene ground sloths, is shown. Now for some introduction to the topic. We are looking at the Cenozoic era, 66 million years ago. The specific epoch is Pleistocene, and this is in South America. There are a total of about 9 genera of giant ground sloths belonging to Megatheridae and Mylodontidae. We will be looking at, from this study, the muzzle, which is a snout or projecting parts of the face of these Pleistocene ground sloths. Muzzle is essentially just the nose and mouth. Now on to background. Ground sloths are a diverse group of extinct sloth species. There are no longer any ground sloths today. Also, you were probably wondering in the title of our chosen paper what Xenarthra means. Xenarthra is a superorder of placental mammals, at present only existing in the Americas, such as anteaters, tree sloths, and armadillos. Furthermore, Tardigrada, another term shown in the title, means sloths, specifically meaning slow stepper. More background for this research paper. They're reconstructing the muzzles of these 5 species of Pleistocene ground sloths, named Megatherium americanum, Glossotherium robustum, Lestodon armatus, Mylodon darwini, and Celodotherium leptocephalum. The particular question at hand in this study is, how did the 5 species of Pleistocene ground sloths just mentioned appear to have consumed food according to their reconstructed muzzles? In this research, the particular species were analyzed by means of reconstruction of nasal cartilages and facial muscles. Additionally, the nasal septum and the scars for muscular attachment in the rostral part of the skulls allow for successful reconstruction. Here in this diagram, the reconstruction is detailed. One is able to see the nasal cartilages and the facial muscles and the rostral part of the skulls of the Pleistocene sloths. The findings include that the wide muzzle equals bulk feeders. Those examined that fit this description are Glossotherium and Lestodon. They have the details of a square, non-prehensile upper lip. Additionally, the narrow muzzle equals the mixed or selective feeders. These include Mylodon, Celodotherium, and Megatherium. They have the cone-shaped prehensile lips. However, some muscles don't seem to match, and they are not entirely understood. This is the reason for the conservative interpretations surrounding these muscles. Thus, a minimum interpretation avoids error. In conclusion, the reconstruction of muzzle anatomy is due to 2 major factors: nasal septum and scars for muscular attachment in the rostral portion of the skull. Reconstructions still are conservative to avoid any poor and easily avoidable errors. Muzzle size indicates what and how ground sloths consumed food. This is shown again in the results section that we already showed you. Thank you for viewing our presentation. I hope you learned something about Pleistocene ground sloths and their muzzle feeding habits. If you would like to further study this, please take note of our works cited page to find the article that is the topic of this research. So these unique South American megafauna mammals are very interesting, and studying them does matter. It tells us not only of feeding strategies, but of understanding a piece of history of our megafauna. They were one of the more successful animals to survive and proliferate after South America and North America joined together. They were able to survive the interchange of animals, which was well known to be a net negative for South American fauna, and were successful in a diverse range of environments until they were finally hunted to extinction by humans 11,000 years ago. Had they not died out, perhaps they would have been a more prominent feature of the unique cultures of the Americas today.